Good evening, you're watching The Buck Stops Here and I'm Barkha Dutt. On the program this evening, we're going to take a hard look at one of the most defining stories, tragedies in fact, to come out of Jammu and Kashmir and what impact it will have on the larger debate around the contentious Armed Forces Special Powers Act, or AFSPA as we call it. Now, it all began 12 years ago on the 20th of March in the year 2000 as America's president then Bill Clinton was touching down in Delhi. 35 Sikhs were massacred in the village of Chiti Singhpura in the Kashmir Valley in one of the worst militant attacks that the state had ever seen. 5 days after that, on the 25th, also in the year 2000, security personnel claimed to have found the men who did this to the Sikhs of Chiti Singhpura. In an encounter in the village of Pathribal, they said that the men that they had caught and killed were terrorists. However, it later turned out, after protests spilled over onto the streets, that the encounter in Pathribal was fake. 5 innocent villagers had been killed and they'd been branded terrorists. On the program today, we're looking at the directions from the Supreme Court. For more than 11 years, the families of Pathribal have been asking that those who did this to their loved ones should be punished. However, the army has been saying they acted on the information of the police. And the Defense Ministry has been saying it was not a fake encounter, but the CBI is saying it must be allowed to try these men, the men in uniform. Of course, AFSPA gives legal cover to the army. And so on the program today, as we look at the long shadow of Pathribal, we debate whether the army still needs legal cover in a much changed Jammu and Kashmir and what will happen to the Pathribal encounter. But first, Nazir Masoodi and A. Vaidyanathan rewind and look ahead at the Pathribal story.
As Bill Clinton touches down in New Delhi, terrorists line up 35 Sikhs outside a Gurdwara in South Kashmir and gun them down. It's easily amongst the most chilling acts of violence the valley has seen.
This uncontrollable rage, raw grief and complete panic here as the scores of Sikh families are begging the security forces to allow them to leave the area.
In 5 days' time, the security forces say they've killed the murderers of Chiti Singhpura. In the village of Pathribal, 5 bodies are paraded before the national and international media. These men, says India, are dreaded Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists.
Mobilize international opinion against cross-border terrorism. And in that mobilization, the American president making a forthright statement of this kind extremely important.
This was the beginning of the now infamous Pathribal controversy, an encounter that turned out to be fake, one that still awaits justice 11 years later. The controversy erupted when 5 villagers went missing from adjoining villages at exactly the same time as security forces claimed the successful encounter. Protesters poured into the street, saying their family members had been falsely branded Lashkar militants and killed by the forces. To make matters worse, one such massive protest was fired upon by the CRPF, killing 9 villagers. Finally, as the valley erupted, the state government ordered the exhumation of buried bodies and DNA tests. Fast forward to 2 years later, The DNA tests officially confirmed that the men killed in Patribal were not militants but innocent villagers. Zahur Dalal, Bashir Ahmad Bhatt, Mohammad Malik, Juma Khan and another Juma Khan. The government is then forced to order a CBI probe. After 4 years of investigation, the CBI filed a charge sheet against Brigadier Ajay Saxena, Lieutenant Colonel Brijendra Pratap Singh, Major Saurabh Sharma, Major Amit Saxena and Subedar I Khan of the 7th Rashtriya Rifles. The army has, however, challenged the legitimacy of this CBI charge sheet in court on the grounds that the CBI had not sought sanction from the centre before beginning the process of framing these accusations. The army cites the provision under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, which says no prosecution, suit or other legal proceeding can be instituted except with the previous sanction of the central government against any army officer of Jammu and Kashmir on duty. Now, after the case has dragged on for more than a decade, the Supreme Court has given the army two options. Either it initiates a court-martial against the officers accused, or the CBI needs to approach the centre for sanction to prosecute the officers, and the centre must take a decision on the plea within 3 months.
This is a peculiar case where the government has absolutely two contradictory positions in court. One is that of the CBI, whose lawyers say officers in this controversy must be prosecuted. And the other is that of the Defence Ministry, which has resisted the prosecution all along.
Supreme Court has done a good job, and it has reinforced that faith in the rule of law and administration of justice by this. And we still hope, CBI still hopes, that army doesn't resort to dilatory tactics in this, and they should not now take procedural objections. They must proceed ahead.
In Kashmir, high-profile cases like this cast their long shadow on a valley that is bursting with tourists and has seen a remarkably peaceful summer as militancy recedes and the ground situation embraces a more hopeful future. But away from Srinagar, in a small village in South Kashmir, there are families of the 5 men falsely branded militants who await justice.
हमारे देश के अंदर सुनने वाला कोई नहीं है कि जो किसी तहकीकात करे, किसी को बेगुनाह मारा कत्ल किया गया उसकी तहकीकात करे, उनको इंसाफ मिले। तो इंसान इंसाफ देता है, पत्थर इंसाफ देते नहीं है, क्योंकि हमारे देश के अंदर पत्थर बैठे हुए हैं कि जो किसी की आवाज सुनते नहीं है। तो हमारी तहकीकात कौन करेगा, कौन सुनेगा?
Rashid was 23 when his father Juma Khan was killed in Patribal. Now 34, his life caught in an endless, elusive quest for justice. One, for his father, two, for his young brother Mohammad Rafiq, killed by a CRPF bullet during a protest while he was demanding the exhumation of his father's body. And last but not least, his sister Rashida, who was an infant when their father died and thinks of Rashid as her father.
बाबा कौन है? बाबा ये है? हाँ? चलो शाबाश बच्चे।
11 years later, there is deep cynicism among the families of those killed that justice will ever be done. In fact, one of the families tells us to leave, saying the repeated media exposure has not made any difference to their lives. Why should I talk to the press? What difference will it make? The Patribal encounter was dubbed a joint operation by the police and army. A key police officer involved in the operation, Farooq Khan, was suspended and then reinstated. The army is defending its officers, saying they've been unfairly accused.
One thing which is clear about Patribal is it was a joint operation.
Between the police and the army.
Information was given by the SSP.
Yes.
Success was claimed by the SSP. Where is that SSP?
He's still in service.
He's still in service.
Farooq.
Has anything happened to him? So why, separate out the army? They were told, they were taken, their house was pointed out to them, they engaged the house, they brought it down, people were killed. Subsequently, a lot of things happened, including, the samples being changed and
The DNA samples and all of that.
all kinds of things happened. Who was involved in that? Have you proceeded against them?
The army has steadfastly argued against prosecuting its officers, but the state chief minister says it's cases like this one that are crucial to convey that the law is fair and that justice will be done.
It is clear that whatever decision the army and the centre take next may have the last word on whether the controversial and much debated Armed Forces Special Powers Act is amended or stays as it is. Either ways, the decision could have a deep impact on the long-term politics of Jammu and Kashmir. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi, NDTV.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.